I believe that if we are honest with ourselves, that the most fascinating problem in the world is who am I? What do you mean? What do you feel when you say the word I myself?
I wanna fly the train! I don't give a fuck! Oh, jeez. Hey, what's going on, man?
You keep using that phone. I don't think it's what you're thinking of.
Oh, jeez. Hey, what's going on? I don't give a fuck! Oh, jeez. Hey, what's going on, man? You can't get out of it! Oh, jeez. Stop joining your friends, you widows!
KC's money.
I think that I am familiar with the fact that you are going to ignore this particular problem until it swings up and bites you on the ass.
Psych, just kidding. My new catchphrase is, I don't give a fuck!
It's asking a lot to believe that the problem is going to fix itself.
Guess what, bitch?
Our technology and our numbers have both reached a state where inadvertently we can pose a danger to the global environment, especially through the atmosphere.
The whales have a 15-foot penis. Are you a pervert or something? Okay.
Now, nobody pretends we understand everything about the global climate.
I didn't cut out. You heard me. Google it yourself.
There are feedbacks, some of which you warm the Earth a little bit, and the tendency will be to further increase the temperature, so-called positive feedback.
What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win. I don't give a fuck.
There we go. What's up, heathens? How y'all doing? So tonight we're going to be taking a look at Dr. Gene Kim, a pastor from out in California who thinks that Satan was a dinosaur before Adam was created. I know, it sounds crazy, but trust me, it really is much more insane than you think. He backs it all up with biblical scripture, so you can rest assured that he is not just some wacko pulling shit out of the air or out of his ass. Either one. So, if you heathens want to know how Satan was a dinosaur and he's coming back to get us, then please stay tuned. All right, mafiosos, or not mafiosos, we got mafiosos in the house, but all right, heathens, before we get into today's show, I do want to remind everybody that all super chats or memberships, a portion of the proceeds from those, as well as all of the ads that run here on the GE channel, a portion of that goes to, thank you there, Quentin. a portion of that goes to charities that we select. This month, we are going to be donating to IAA and Humanistas Guatemala to help buy some STEM kits for Guatemalan children in the highlands. So if you want to help us bring some STEM kits and some learning and education to these youngins, then please consider doing a super chat or joining the Skeptic Mafia, which we'll be doing the Skeptic Mafia comments right after we review the video tonight. I can't wait to see what they have to say. I never know what they're going to say.
Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell.
Daniel's going to hell. I never know what the Skeptic Mafia is going to say. They usually have some really great input in the comments, so definitely stick around for that. But first, before we get into the response video, as always, we have, honey, do you know what we got? Yes! Today I learned. Today I learned. So we got Daniel M. Lisa got me a beer, which I got a special mug tonight. Just for this dragony occasion. We got Daniel M, who said that David says good night, and then also David is showing me his monster bus. That is a cool looking monster bus there, bud. I hope you have fun with it. I don't know if you crush other cars with it, but I'm sure that it demolishes them. Quentin Van Boeven says, getting my weekly tithe in early. Hey, GE, Tuesday is my birthday. Can you sing me happy birthday? I certainly can, because we don't have a live stream on Tuesday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Quentin. Happy birthday to you. I don't know why people like me singing shit. It's like nails on a chalkboard. You like it, honey? All right, I'll make you an album. Lisa for Truth says reserving my seat in hell, but she gave me a beer instead. That's pretty much the same thing. I got it in good with the guy downstairs. Although I run every day, like at my desk, so I'm like over here running like this. I'm like, so I'm sure he's pissed off down there, but you know, whatever. All right, so we got Today I Learned. Today I learned that scientists found with heavy transport alone, that is trucks and other heavy-duty vehicles on the roads, use of biofuels produced by forest residue in a combination with sawdust from sawmills could reduce greenhouse gas emission by 88 to 94% compared to fossil fuels usage. And I think this is one thing that we really need to sort of go in the direction of, like green energy or these biofuels. I feel like this is an important thing for all of us to do. And the fact that some people think that it's like hindering, like it would be bad for the economy, bad for business, or bad for us in general to go green, I think that's just ridiculous. Anyways, all right, let's see. Let's get the next Today I Learned. Next on Today I Learned that babies can acquire sign language just like they would acquire any language, and follows the same patterns as vocal language acquisition, where deaf infants, if exposed to sign language early, start to babble 1 to 2 signed sentences around the time their hearing counterparts start to babble words. Mike Mick did a super chat. Sorry I'm late. Atheist Secret Society unite!
Hey, y'all know what? Anytime is a good time for a beer.
Fucking right, it is always good time for a beer. Alex gave a beer. Alex Baranowski says, SUNY, SUNYESF is growing purple willows for biofuel production and soil remediation. Google it. Oh, that's awesome to know there, Alex. I really appreciate that. I got a little too much beer. It went all in at once, and I know I have a giant mouth, but at some point it just gets too much. Gets to be too much, you know? This is interesting, though, that babies, you know, can learn sign language at the same rate as other babies would learn, to talk and speech and everything like that. It kind of makes sense because it probably uses similar areas of the brain, similar, things, muscle memory and shit like that. So I could see how they would correlate, but it's just really interesting to know that that's a thing. What's in my mug? What's in my stein? My near invisible stein, because it's like reflective. Also, some of the flags are very translucent. What's in my stein is Budweiser Select 55. Now, I get it. I drink bitch beer. But hey, I got a good reason. I'm diabetic. I'm trying to watch out for, my health and shit. So I'd still want to drink beer. I'm just doing it somewhat responsibly, okay? So, next on today, I learned that people who lack consideration for others' well-being are more prone to political radicalization, suggests a new study which found a link between psychopathic traits, antisocial tendencies, and support for group violence. So, I feel like that describes the Trumpers, like, really well. Like, all of that right there, you could definitely apply that to a majority, if not all, of the Trump supporters in the Republican Party. I would say probably most of the Republican Party you could probably apply this to. Even the ones that aren't necessarily supporting Trump, I think that they still harbor these tendencies. They're just like, you know what? I'm politically radicalized, but I don't go that far, yo. Trump is a bit too far radical for the radical right. Yeah, they do. They do have random ass arbitrary bridges too far. All right, y'all know what time it is now? Not yet. Comments of the day. Prepare to face bump yourself into next week. I know, it was perfect, wasn't it? All right, let's blow through these comments. Some of these are quite recent, other ones not so much. We got the Redhead Avenger saying low sub count. I wonder why. It's probably because I say fuck when I'm discussing Jesus. That's probably why. Even I've noticed that a lot of atheists, even after they leave religion, they still have like a really strict aversion to curse words and talking about dick all the time. So that's probably why a lot of people don't want to subscribe to me. So I just got to bite the bullet and deal with that fact, I guess. Next up on the comments, we got Jungle King. I'm wondering, everybody in the comments right now, let me know with a 1 for yes, a 2 for no. Do you think Jungle King here is jungle jargon under just a different sock account? This sounds a lot like jungle jargon, like kind of dumb shit right here. Just a 1 or a 2. 1 for yes, 2 for no if you think that Jungle King is jungle jargon. Because jungle jargon's banned from this fucking channel. Jungle King says, GE picking on this guy is like dumber calling out dumb. Whew, really? Well, now this was on my, I can't fucking remember this guy's name right here, but he was a flat earther, and he was always making these fucking, Darren, dipshit, I think it was Dipshit. Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but anyways, he's a flat earther. And this was actually one of my more popular videos right here as far as flat earth goes. But apparently I'm just as dumb as a flat earther. My guess is that that's because I'm a mythicist and I don't think that Jesus existed. Obviously, doubting whether or not somebody existed in history is the exact same thing as denying the Earth being a oblate spheroid. Obviously, those are the exact same fucking things. Obviously, it should be, everybody should know this. All right. So this is from my TikTok. If you guys want to find me on TikTok, it's just Godless Engineer over on TikTok. So y'all can go to TikTok and get me over 1,000 and then I can live stream. Never. So I'm close. I'm like less than 50 away from 1,000. And I think that's the threshold for being able to live stream on TikTok. But anyways, this is Bought by Blood 316. The 316's in reference to is it John 316? Yeah, John 316. Bought by Blood says, I have yet to meet an atheist that rejects naturalism. Well, maybe that's true, but still, atheism and naturalism are not the same thing. Because you could be a naturalist, but not an atheist. So these are two separate, things to consider here. Let's see. Next comment. Another one from TikTok. Matt Muldoon asks, why is the simplest version of God the most likely? By nature of his power to create, wouldn't it be more likely that he would be most complex? Well, in the video that he's responding to, I say that if a God were to exist, and a lot of people like to ignore the fact that I preface the entire video with that, if a God were to exist, then the most likely version of a God to exist would be a more deistic God. A God that just set everything into motion or did whatever in the fuck, spread his ass cheeks, farted the universe out, and then just let it go. And it was just one day he had some Taco Bell and universe, right? And he just left it behind.
Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell.
Daniel M's going to hell again. Daniel M says at least TikTok's cool points go up a little bit with GE on there. I post on there occasionally. I don't do it like every single day, but it's all right. You got a lot of dumbasses on TikTok though. Thank you, honey. I'm glad that you like Tatum the dog more than you like your husband on TikTok. I get it. I got the message. Okay, listen, I do like Tatum, but that's regardless of the point. But anyways, so this is a deistic God. He's the most like even saying that God is a creator God is sort of importing, some things onto it. Like as far as like God, because God just create like making the universe start or whatnot doesn't necessarily mean that he created the universe like we're thinking. Like he could have triggered whatever inflated the universe or whatever. Like he could have hit the little quantum scalar field with his dick or something. I don't know. He could have done something that ended up with the universe blown up or inflating. He could have done that and then just let it go, right? So that's actually not the most complex definition of God. A complex definition of God would be more of a Christian God that's omnibenevolent, omnipresent, and just he's got his fucking hands all up in your business. Now that I think about it, it's really weird that Republicans are so Christian, right? It's really weird that they're so Christian because get this. Republicans want small government. Like conservatives in general, they want a very small government. They don't want government in their business. But at the same time, they definitely want God all up in their business and all up in everybody else's business. They want God intimately integrated into everybody's business. up their asses, brown nosing like shit. So it seems a little weird to me now that I think about it that the Republicans, the conservatives, are so very Christian. Next on the comments, we have History Untold. Roman historians account for the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. They actually don't. No, I feel like what he's referencing here is probably Josephus or maybe Tacitus, Tacitus, however you pronounce it, Pliny the Younger. Any of those people, they did not actually mention anything that could cement Jesus in history, at least not his life, death, and resurrection. None of them talk about that whatsoever. So there's no Roman historians. I don't know where he's getting this from, but considering that his icon there is "Keep Calm, Jesus Loves You," my guess is that you're knee deep into apologetic bullshit and you've just eaten it up, just right off the fucking ground. Finally, on the comments, Jim Slim has this one to bring in here. Let me get the right Jim Slim fucking voice down right here. Listen, there is no evidence atheism is true. Bitch, suck on it. It did. So the atheism doesn't have to be true. Atheism doesn't assert that it's true. Nobody has to prove that atheism is true, because guess what? And I'll whisper it for you. Atheism doesn't make any positive claims. Atheism in and of itself doesn't make any kind of positive claims about God or anything like that. It's simply just a statement that the person does not believe a God exists. That's it. That's all atheism is. So there's no positive assertion about anything with atheism other than what the person believes. So you're just failing really hard. There's just a big old fucking fail whale. I should probably do up on my stream deck here like a little emoticon or something like that causes a fail whale to fall from the fucking top of the screen. Fucking fail whale, bitch. Sorry, I had a tiny fairy was like fucking with my chest, so I had to, y'all couldn't see it, but trust me, it's there. All right. Well, yeah, KC could see it. You can't see it through the camera. Their presence doesn't transfer, like, you know, they just don't transmit light or whatever. They don't reflect light. Anyways. All right, so that's it. For all of that, and you know what we got next? Yeah! Shitty ass science! Bring out the answers of science shit really wrong. Ha! What's up, heathens? And everybody else that's going to hell? How y'all doing? Well, I'm if you guys don't know me, my name's Josephus, and I am here to teach you guys about some science shit. If you guys can't tell, I've got a TED. I'm here at TED for a TED Talk. I think there's more than one TED campus, so I mean I'm not sure which one I'm at, but I just kind of teleported here with my magical Christian powers. I just sort of was praying to God, and I went boop, like fucking I Dream a Genie, and I'm here. So anyways, I fell from heaven. That's what happened. Anyway, so today on this fucking thing, we got, what time of year do you harvest fiber optic cables? Well, obviously when they start spitting data out of their fucking ends, that's when you got to harvest the cables. The trickier part is when you go to try to put them together so you can form these really long cables. You got to be very delicate. Just a quick thing. Has everybody seen Avatar? Like the blue with the ones with the blue aliens on the thing, and it's like an environmental message about how you shouldn't fuck with Mother Nature. Your Satan hell.
Thank you, Lisa, for truth. Holy shit. You should have a Brocephus emoji. You know, gee, that's a really good idea, having a Brocephus. I'm gonna have your beer. That's a good idea, Brocephus emoji. Anyways, in case y'all haven't seen Avatar, the way those alien creatures fuck is by putting their ponytails together. They just sort of link them together and something happens. I don't know if you guys have seen Demolition Man, where they put on those like little mind things and they mentally fuck each other from across the room. It's something like that, except they put their two cables together and they fuse and they fuck. It's very similar to these fiber optic cables, okay? You pick them, you harvest them when they start shooting data out, and you gotta hurry up because you gotta catch that data. Now, all that data, you gotta go, just like the Avatar Blue people, fuck each other. You go, and you just ass to mouth, in kind of like a human centipede fashion, but you're doing it to the fiber optic cables, okay? I am bringing in a lot of movie references, so y'all best be up to speed on pop fucking culture, okay? So anyways, you've got this human centipede-like line of fiber optic cables that fuse together and form one giant fiber optic cable, all right? And that's how you get fiber optic cables, all right? Now, you can't bend them, right? Because it's a lot like a dick when it's erect. You can't, like... You can't bend it and everything. It's gonna have to like be circular and shit. Otherwise, you're just gonna break it. You know I explained it correctly when KC's over there like, oh my god. I need to talk to the lawyers about this. I feel like we're gonna get sued by James Cameron. Also, whoever in the fuck did the human centipede nightmare. Holy shit. Anyways, there you go. Fiber optic cables explained by fucking Brocephus. Alright, I guess I'll be out of here now that I've done my job. I'll just Batman myself on out of here. I hope that you heathens have a good show. I hear there's something about like dinosaur devils and shit. So anyways, I guess I'll be seeing you heathens later. Goodbye. What? Give me a beer! Nope, Brocephus doesn't need more beer. He took a big gulp out of mine. He sure is. Anyways, obviously that's not, I don't know what, those are apparently Papilanathus wildflowers, wildflowers illuminated by a sunset, which is really cool. Don't get me wrong, but also fiber optic cables are not a human centipede, ass to mouth, just long ass chain of these things. That was a lot to do on the fly. I can guarantee you he did it on the fly too, because he doesn't do a lick of fucking research about anything. He just pulls this shit out of his head. Okay? Anyways, that's going to be it for shitty ass science tonight. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Hope you definitely didn't learn anything from it, but you know, I hope that you enjoyed it. Y'all ready to get on into the response video? All right. So, hope y'all are ready for this shit. I got to get my earpiece in. Boop. All right, I'm fairly well liquored up for this. Again, just to state, a portion of all super chats, memberships, and everything like that goes to charity. So feel free while we're doing the review and everything like that to send a super chat if you want something read, you want to make a point about the video, you want to say how fucking crazy it is. Feel free to do that. Also, Skeptic Mafia membership has its perks. We'll go over that later, but you know, for what you could do for a super chat, you could join the Skeptic Mafia. All right, so Dr. Gene Kim, let's do this. Fucking devils and dinosaurs and shit. Let's figure this out. I gotta make sure my
my yes, okay, good. All right. Ooh, let's hope this works.
This is going to be very interesting stuff right here. Dinosaurs. Now, you know what's going to be pretty interesting? What does this have to do with end times and demons, Pastor? Oh, you'd be surprised. It could be a lot of things.
Oh, I will definitely be surprised because dinosaurs have nothing to do with the end times. Oh, fuck. Just how stupid it is. Like, dinosaurs don't have shit to do with the end times.
A lot of things. I'm going to show you something very interesting, okay, how this could relate to the end times and tribulation. Now, I'm not saying some Tyrannosaurus Rex is going to come out at the tribulation or stuff like that, okay? So don't go around saying that. But we're going to see this kind of stuff, how it relates to the Bible. You're going to be surprised.
Oh, definitely. I'm going to be surprised. But also, I like how he has to preface this entire thing like, listen, guys, this is some crazy shit, but don't go saying like dinosaurs are going to walk around at the end of the times, okay? Because that's not the crazy shit I'm saying. I'm actually saying some crazier shit. All right, buckle up and put your fucking butt holders a holding. He's looking down at the fucking Satan like, holy shit, that's a spiky Satan dick.
Passages that people will use to show the dinosaur in the Bible. So basically some large reptilian creature, right? So let me put that down. That's going to be important. So it's some sort of large reptilian creature. They are mostly known as Behemoth and Leviathan. Now creationists, because they don't know much Bible, they as amateurs, they automatically think this has to do with some sort of dinosaur that lived during the days of Noah.
Okay, I have to initially disagree with this shit because there's no way that creationists are amateurs with the Bible. They are fucking magicians with that shit, okay? That you can't say that creationists are like amateurs with the Bible. Amateurs in like actual history, amateurs in reality, amateurs in just about anything else, sure, but amateurs in the Bible? I don't know. Do you think they're amateurs of the Bible, honey? Creationists, like Ken Ham and shit. Yes, honey, they are dishonest, and no, they're not amateurs. Also, I feel like what he's describing here at the very beginning is like fucking Godzilla. So, like, in his mind, there's a Godzilla roaming the wastes of the earth at whatever time. And he's just, like, roaming the wastes of the earth. He's like, I'm Satan. Arr! Rawr! Almost a doctor in the chat, who's almost a doctor literally, says, I don't think large reptiles how any scientist would describe a dinosaur. Am I wrong? Probably not. They'd probably use more specific language.
That's not true. This thing is not an innocent creature, you gotta understand. You're gonna find out this creature is not so innocent. It's actually Satan. So notice
he just sort of comes out with it. It's like, no. This dinosaur is not to be fucked with. This dinosaur is Satan. I mean, just how easily it comes out of his mouth is just a little scary because he just drops these bombs like this, and it's like, this is normal for him. Like, this is a normal Sunday for this motherfucker right here, okay?
notice here that God will punish.
Okay, yeah, so he's I cut out the parts where he painstakingly reads all the scriptures that he's referencing. So here, in the day the Lord with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. So he's going to slay that sea dragon.
God will punish Leviathan with the sword. Well, that ain't no dinosaur. He's going to punish this Leviathan with the sword. That's Satan. So this is some large dinosaur behemoth. No, it's
All right, and then he's got Job 40, 15, and 19, who says, Behold now, behemoth, which I made with thee, he eateth grass as an ox. He is the chief of the ways of God. Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell. Thank you. Oh, shit. That's KC's money. God damn it, honey, you got some money. Woo! Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell. Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell. Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell. Hold on. Yeah, something's going on here. Hold on. Let me. I got you. Okay. Hold on. So wait a second. I gotta get to my notifications thing. Oh wait, it stopped. I think it just cycled through them all just right then. He did. He just wanted to get in there and be like, I'm gonna say some shit. We're all going to hell and drinking beer while we're doing it. All right. So, all right. Here's what I take away from this. This part right here. Satan is at least a vegetarian. All right. If not also a vegan. Not to offend any vegans that might be watching. Thank you, Lisa, for the beer money. I thought man was the chief of the ways of God. Nope. I guess that's Satan. But in any case, I feel like you could definitely use this passage to say that Satan is a vegan and maybe make some kind of argument that you shouldn't be vegan because Satan's a vegan. But again, any vegans out there, I don't mean to offend you. But I mean, that's probably going to fall on deaf ears, but anyways. All right, let's see what he's got for this particular section.
No, it's actually Satan, because God repeats again that he will punish this creature with the sword. So there.
I think we all know what the sword is in reference to, right? Yeah. Oh shit. my face got fucked up. It did. Just so everybody knows, I'm working on the issue. My camera's fucked up for some reason. I don't know. All right, sorry. I just had to reset shit. 1 second. Don't mind me. Hold on. Technical. Hold on. Got to sing the song right here. Technical difficulties with GE. All right, back on track. All right, let's do this. Yes, no, Dave Lee. I did not try turning atheism back off and on, but I did try the camera, and I ended up having to unplug it and replug it back in. Hey, y'all know what? Anytime is a good time for a beer. That's fucking right. Technical issues with GE done scare the cam again. Thank you, Vanta. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what he's got.
So this creature that God punishes with the sword, there's no doubt that has to be Satan right here. Who is this creature who is known as the chief of the ways of God? That's Satan. But it's even more evident that the verse explains that the one who is the chief of the ways of God, he can what? Pierce with the sword. Isaiah 27:1 connects the two together, the Leviathan and Behemoth. He punishes them with the sword. It plainly tells you. So there's a creature God has to punish.
Okay. And now he's pulling up Revelation 12:9 that says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. Because I guess those are just both of his names. I don't know why he's got so many names. Which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him, because fuck Satan!
Eventually with the sword. But it's interesting, even look at the history of these words. You know what you're going to find out? These words related to history, it would relate to Satan. You're going to find that out. You can even find that on Wikipedia. I found it on Wikipedia. It says...
Oh shit, it's on Wikipedia. Let's see. Wikipedia. Behemoth. Let's see, Behemoth. Oh wait, no, that's the band. Nope, we want the one from Job. Let's see if we can... All right, hold on. Here's the Wikipedia page. Let's see if it's on Wikipedia, guys. We gotta fact check this guy. All right, Behemoth. Let's see if we can just find it right now. Satan. Oh shit. Hold on. Find Satan. Literary references. Welcome to Willen, who represented Satan.
Woo! Bear money.
Oh, Gary White sent some beer money. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe devil. Nope. Later interpretations of Jewish Apocrypha. No Satan. So, as far as like Behemoth, it says not to be confused with Bahamut or Baphomet, which I want to, is it Baphomet like another word for the devil? Yeah. Something is a deity of the Knights Templar were accused of worshiping. Inquisition in 1307. I want to say this is something to do with Satan or a satanic cult or something. Or I know Baphomet is related to like Satanism, I believe. But it says not to be confused with it. That's about... Yeah, it's a... Well, yeah, I didn't mean that it was Satan. I just meant that it was related to like Satan. It's a demon. Fucking demons. It was probably a goat dinosaur is what it was. A goat fucked a dinosaur and it sprouted a long neck fucking goat dinosaur is what it did. Yep. Anyways. All right, let's get back to the video. Gary White says Wikipedia isn't a source, lol. Yeah, true. I mean, Wikipedia wouldn't be the source because Wikipedia is supposed to be sort of like a an aggregate of like sources that support something. So how you would use Wikipedia as far as a source goes is you would use Wikipedia to find like what source supports whatever's in Wikipedia, and then the source that supports the statement in Wikipedia is your source, not Wikipedia, huh? And they're listed at the bottom of the thing. If you go to Wikipedia and you don't, if you go to Wikipedia and you don't have any kind of supporting source for whatever in the fuck Wikipedia says, I wouldn't use it. So just saying. But he's wrong about being able to go to Wikipedia and finding the link between Behemoth, Leviathan, and Satan. So we got Daniel M with the super chat saying, fucking fuck staying right in the neck. Will this forking work? Oh, fuck Satan right in the neck. Will this forking work? That was supposed to be sent a while back, but it had to be edited a million times. You can't say Satan in the super chats. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's that simple. So that's why you got to realize can refer to Satan. It's very possible secularly through secular sources, but not only that, scripturally is the ultimate proof. Who is the dragon that is in the sea? The serpent. That's Isaiah 27:1, Leviathan. Who is the Leviathan that is punished with the sword? And the chief of the ways of God. That's Behemoth, Job 45. So
who is the Leviathan who is punished with his mighty sword? I feel like he's reading one of those really trashy romance novels. And it's like, hello, Leviathan! I'm here to tame you with my sword.
there's no doubt. See, scripture with scripture
Amen.
Shows who this being is, and that is Satan. Not some dinosaur, Mr. Hovind and creationist, Mr. Ken Hamster. No.
Oh shit! Shots fired at Hovind and Ham! H&H! Y'all motherfuckers are on his list! Huh? Yes, Dr. Jin Kim definitely does need better lighting. I don't know why he only had a desk lamp there in order to light himself up with, but you would think he could spend about $100 in order to get like a decent setup going.
Believer is so important so you can see the things of Satan and be more aware, and it's more eye-opening when you're a Bible believer rather than just a simple creationist. Now, there are two theories of Dinosaur that Bible believers point out, and I believe one of these two theories, actually, with the Bible believers. I'm not sure which one's which, but point number one...
Whoa. I don't understand what he said right there. He's like, there are two theories. Let me check my notes. There are two theories about dinosaurs. And generally we believe in one. I'm not sure which one it is though. I forgot to write down that particular note on my whiteboard here before I started this little charade. You don't know which one it is, but he's going to go into explaining both of them and which one it is. I feel like he's confused. Are you confused, hon? Okay. Put a 1 in the live chat right now if you're confused.
Is that there are Bible believers who do not believe dinosaurs exist at all. The reason why is because the fossil evidence of dinosaurs is really weak, just like the ape men. So because of a certain fossil, they automatically assume the entire framework of what a dinosaur is. So maybe, for an example, a leg bone. So just from that leg bone, they'll assume, okay, so then the rest of his features is like this. The reason why is because they believe evolution strongly. And because they believe evolution strongly, where these animals go through certain stages, and then they date the bone to that certain date, they connect everything together and assume it's going to be a dinosaur. So that's how it comes up with.
That is not how you classify dinosaur bones. I mean, true. When if you find a pile of dinosaur bones, I mean, you you have to take, of course, you take measurements of the bone, and just like even from a leg bone or a thigh bone or something like that, you can extrapolate like how big the dinosaur had to have been and all this other shit. Like if you just find a human leg bone or something like that, I don't know if you guys have seen the TV show Bones, but on that TV show, I mean, she shows that you could just figure shit out, which I know it's a TV show, but it's based on like a real anthropologist, a forensic anthropologist. So, I mean, you could figure all that kind of shit out just from the bone structure and everything like that. For example, we can tell what the diet was of some animals just by their teeth and stuff like that. But also, he's neglecting the fact that we have found near complete skeletons of dinosaurs. And while in the early days it was pretty much a guessing game, and I guess in some respects it's still a guessing game now. But even though it was a guessing game, we did our best to catalog and categorize all the dino bones that were ended up being found. And there have been some mistakes in the past. We've come to find out that some dinosaurs didn't actually exist. That we grew up with. I believe, is it the Brachiosaur?
Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell.
Oh shit! Sorry, Brocephus is going a little bit of haywire right now. We're gonna let him finish off in his corner. But this is not how they classify dinosaur bones now. It's not like they find a bone and then they magically make up a dinosaur, and they use their imagination to fill out what this dinosaur looked like. We use different techniques to figure out, different things about a dinosaur. And we have near complete skeletons and mostly complete skeletons from which we can actually develop what the entire dinosaur looked like. So, I mean, he's just simply wrong here. I don't know if that's the fresh one from Daniel, but apparently maybe we missed Daniel's super chat there. But anyways, Daniel M says Brontosaurus was a victim of that, if I'm correct. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus. Brontosaurus? Yes, Brontosaurus, maybe. I got two people in the chat saying that it was Brontosaurus. I do remember that it was either that one or another one that was actually not a real dinosaur, but kind of like a culmination of a couple different ones. Regardless of that, though, regardless of any mistakes that paleontologists and others have made in categorizing dinosaurs, that it doesn't mean that they just use their imagination to dream up what dinosaurs looked like. I mean, it's not to say that they didn't guesstimate there too when creating these representations of them that would be easily digestible to a human crowd to people, but just because they do have to use a bit of creativity with representing that based on the current set of information shouldn't detract from the fact that there are definitely things that we can know about the makeup of these dinosaurs. That's about as scientific as we can expect to get on the stream.
Believers see that as too much and hogwash. So one theory is that it's nonsense. But the second theory, which Dr. Ruckman actually teaches and is open to, I'm not sure if he believes it, but he does teach it as a proposition. He's saying this could be possible. If dinosaurs existed, do you know when? He says this. He believes that it was pre-Adamic, before Adam. So I'm not going to teach about the Genesis gap or prove it in this video. You can watch it in my other videos.
Okay, so I'm guessing what he means by Genesis gap is the gap between the creation of the earth to the creation of Adam. Which, if I'm not mistaken, and honey, maybe you can correct me on this, but the gap, Adam was created on the sixth day? No, maybe he was fifth day. Let's see, when was let's check. When was man created? Huh? The sixth day? Okay, I was right. So I couldn't remember exactly. So man was created on the sixth day,
So apparently, dinosaurs lived prior to Adam, and I guess ruled the earth. Let's see. When were land animals created in Genesis? Huh? Nope. Actually, day 5 was birds and sea animals. So 6. Day 4 was the sun, moon, and stars. Day 5 is birds and sea animals. Day 6 was land animals and man. So it's just kind of weird how he's being very contradictory to establish the established creation story here, even though he is a creationist, even though he labels himself as a true Bible believer. But I mean, he's a creationist. And so he's totally ignoring the set of events in Genesis now. And he's saying that dinosaurs were land animals that were created prior to day 6. And I don't know if he thinks that they just lived for like 5 days and was just like, I'm outie, bye. I don't know what he thinks. This seems so contradictory to the creationist narrative.
But we do know this. We do believe, if you believe in the Genesis gap, see, Bible-believing truth opens more eyes. So that's why it's important to be a Bible believer. If you're a Bible believer, then you're going to believe the Genesis gap, even though that's a hard doctrine, because you're a Bible believer connecting everything. And when you believe in that, then you can believe something about dinosaurs existing that time. You might go, why? Why pre-Adamic? Who was ruling that time?
That's right.
Okay, so obviously he's going to say Satan in dinosaur form is ruling the earth at this time. So apparently there's this thing called gap creationism. Gap creationism, also known as ruin restoration creationism, or the gap theory, is a form of old earth creationism that posits that the 6 Yom creation period, as described in the book of Genesis, involved 6 literal 24-hour days, light being day, dark night, as God specified, but that there was a gap of time between 2 distinct creations in the first and second verses of Genesis, which the theory states explains many scientific observations, including the age of the earth. It differs from day-age creationism, which posits that the days of creation were much longer periods of thousands or millions of years, and from young earth creationism, which, although it agrees concerning the 6 literal 24-hour days of creation, does not posit any gap of time. Okay, so let's get. Apparently, this is deep doctrine, as he would put it. This is deep doctrine. Apparently. Let's get this straight. God created everything, including the earth, and then he waited. And he waited, and he waited, and he waited some more. And then at some point, he started creating shit on the earth. 6 literal days, huh? Yeah, so Kay, I know you guys can't hear Casey, but she's complaining about the fact that doesn't explain how, like, the different days of creation, because the sun, moon, and stars, they weren't created until day 4, and then it was the sea and land animals that were created. Right. Yeah, the sky and the water on day 2, land animals on day 6. So, I mean, the what? Yeah, so he goats the light out of his ass on day 1, and then created the sun on day 4. I got it, hun. It doesn't make sense. No. It is very out of order. But the whole idea of the gap creationism theory, I think, really mucks with the whole 6 literal days of creation and shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like, well, shit. you know, we've got this really good method here called radiometric dating that says the Earth's really fucking old. Well, that doesn't really work with the Bible, does it? Sure as fuck doesn't. Well, how are we gonna solve this shit? I know! There was a gap in between at some point, and that's why the Earth looks old. Done deal? I'm gonna go home and have me, I don't know, fucking lasagna or something. Shit. I don't know what the motherfucker would have eaten. Lasagna does sound delicious right now, though. Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell. Thank you, Daniel, for securing your seat in hell. He says, in my later days as a Christian, I have heard this theory. I tried to explain it in my comment. Okay. Awesome. The Jim Tanker has a comment, has a super chat saying, GE, why do you choose to go up against Matt Dillahunty on Modern Day Debate? That show just ended. Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell. Well, yeah, so, I mean, this is just when I always stream, so regardless of who else streams.
That's right. And who is this guy? Mm-hmm. Now notice that verse 7 through...
I don't know. I want you guys to look. I'm gonna...
Dynamic. Who was ruling that time? That's right.
Let's see. Hold on.
And who is this guy?
Who is this guy? Wait a second. We're gonna do this a little slower.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This guy is fucking Satan. That's who he is. I don't know. It's just like I feel like it's a kid that's walked into the living room, right? And the kid just rips his pants off and takes a giant shit in the middle of the living room, pulls his pants up, no wipe at all, pulls his pants up, looks directly at you, and he's just like, yeah, daddy, that's a big one. I feel like that's what he did right here.
Mm-hmm. Now notice that verse 7 through 8, there are...
All right, so here's verse 7 through 8. He's trying to link dinosaurs and Satan to the end times. Obviously, Satan's linked to the end times, but he's trying to link dinosaurs there too. Anyways, so here it is. And the first beast was like a lion, roar. And the second beast was like a calf, roar. And the third beast had the face as a man, but the lower half of a whale, with that giant 15-foot peen. And the fourth beast was like a flying eagle, caw-caw, caw-caw. And the four beasts had each of them 6 wings about him. Holy shit. So all of these things are flying up there in the middle of the air like, caw-caw, the fuck are we doing here? Caw-caw, what the hell? And they were full of eyes within. Holy shit. They were full of eyes within? This is a grotesque fucking mess of a monster. And they rest not day and night, saying, holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. How is that a correct sentence? Oh, okay. Which and is to come. Okay. It seems like a very confusing like sentence. Oh well, Bible shit.
Now, who's a cherub? Satan, right? So that's another video which I'm not going to cover, but you can watch the video in the beginning. That will prove it. But Satan we know is a cherub. But in Revelation 4, Satan's not present. Now, in that video in the beginning that I showed you, each cherub represented a certain class of creatures. Mm-hmm. Now in Revelation 4, notice what each cherub represented, a different class of creatures. So you're
Hold on. So it represented different classes of creatures? Like hold on, let me see if I can go back. Okay. So different classes of creatures. Let's see if this is are these classes of creatures. So the first was like a lion. All right, there's one class. The other one was like a calf. I guess that might be another class. The other one had the face as a man. We don't know what the fuck his body looked like, right? And then the fourth was a flying eagle. These are different classes of animals. As yeah, maybe yeah, like as opposed to a non-flying eagle is what KC said. I mean, I guess. Although this eagle is kind of like one of those. I don't know if you guys saw it recently, but apparently there was a what was it? Was it a dog? Maybe it was some kind of animal. Maybe it was a dog that was born with like 6 legs. But really, it had like 6 legs, 2 pelvises, and like 3 dicks. And the problem was that it was trying to like separate in the womb, like as far as like to be a twin or whatever. But it half-assed it literally, and so it just came out with like 6 legs. It was a fucking spider dog or some shit, and I guess that would be insect dog, not spider dog. It was a fucking cricket. But anyways, this is an eagle that has 6 fucking wings. 6 wings. Good God, just ah. Hey, y'all know what? Anytime is a good time for a beer. Beer. Dildo Baggins says, "Could you not talk about my whale penis?" Sorry, I didn't realize you had a whale penis. I will refrain. But also, Satan's a cherub? How in the fuck does that work? Have you ever heard of Satan being a cherub, honey? Is it? I thought cherubs were like those, like half man, half baby, like little, but the rosy cheeks and everything. They have the 2 wings flying and everything. You're trying to tell me that cherubs, like, it's a winged angelic being? Well, the 4 fucking things he is talking about here do not seem like angelic beings. Yeah? Yeah, angelology is a thing. Yeah. Hold on. Why don't you like screaming or something?
Oh, sorry. I was laying down. I have a headache. Vaccine.
But you still, anyways.
I'll get up and come.
Yeah.
For y'all.
Casey has important angel information.
Yes, so I have some angelology for you. A cherub is an angel of the 2nd highest order of the 9-fold celestial hierarchy. There you go.
There we go. Angelology, people. It's just math. It works. But also, how fucking crazy is it? Like, can you imagine? It's like I was visited by an angel. What did it look like? Well, it was an eagle, but it had 6 wings, and it was screaming, "Holy, holy, holy! Holy, holy, holy!"
You know, that actually sounds pretty terrifying.
It does. Can you imagine being visited in the middle of the night? You got a 6-winged lion in your room. He's just standing there like, "Please end it now. I have 6 wings and I can't fucking fly."
I mean, to be fair, I'd probably be scared if I saw a flying baby. Also,
well, it's a face of a man. Like, we don't know what the rest of it looks like. It could fucking look like that. Oh,
just make it up.
What's that? Krang, you know, from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe that's what his name is. Let me. Krang, TMNT. Yes, it could be fucking like Krang with the face of a man, just sort of 6-wing, looking there like, "Caw, where are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Oh, holy fuckers!"
I don't know what that looks like. Jim Tanker wants to know how much money gives me money.
how much money gives KC
I'm like
money?
the lowest, right?
It's randomized and it's at the 199 level. I did that because most people will be giving at the I figured most people would give at the 199 level.
He gives me the least money. It's my 79 cents to his dollar. Of course, to be fair, you do almost all the work. I'm just here to be a peanut gallery. What?
Well, I mean,
I'm just fucking with you. You don't have to be so offended.
Rob Montgomery said GE forgot Krang, unsubscribed. I didn't forget. I just had to clarify with myself.
You know,
I haven't thought of Krang in a while.
Plus, that's one of the nicest things people's unsubscribed for, so that's fine. I'll take it.
That's true.
Hey, y'all know what? Anytime is a good time for a beer.
No, you gave him a beer instead.
Yep, so sorry. I'm actually out of a beer, but that's
do you need more beer?
I wouldn't mind more beer.
Do you want me to give it to you in another freezer cup?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. All right, let's get back to this crazy shit. Fucking weird ass class cherub shit. Oh,
hey, y'all know what? Anytime is a good time for a beer.
Yes, Jim, trust me, Jim Tanker, I will give her $2.
Each cherub represented a different class of creatures. So you're going to notice that in these class of creatures, there's something missing here. You know what's the missing animal kingdom right here? It's reptilian aquatic.
Hold on. Honey, I don't know if you heard this motherfucker, but apparently the kingdom of organisms that's missing here is reptilian aquatic. That's not a fucking kingdom. I can tell you that right now. Let's see. What are the kingdoms? What are the kingdoms? Oh shit. Yes, I got a fucking Trash Panda one now. Fuck yeah.
Well, it was cold.
I know. I love the Trash Pandas.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so biological kingdoms. What are the 5 kingdoms? 5 kingdoms: animal, plant, fungi, whatever, protist, and Monera.
Coffee.
Yeah.
I was just saying, gotta be coffee.
But coffee? No, coffee's not a kingdom. That would be plant. It's
that's a food group.
Yeah, well, so technically there, so ThoughtCo actually has 6 kingdoms, which I guess technically there are 6 kingdoms. There's Archaeobacteria, Eubacteria, Protista, fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. This other one left it off, but
coffee is just a food group.
Coffee's a food group. But anyways, the reptilian aquatic is not a kingdom. I don't know what in the fuck he's talking about. At this point, I feel like he's referencing Godzilla, but not like the good Godzilla films, not the newest ones, which those are pretty decent. But it's like not the original good Godzilla films. It's that shitty one that was made in the United States in the 90s. That fucking Godzilla creature, reptilian aquatic. You're talking about Godzilla from 1999, okay? Fuck off with that shit, okay? That movie was so bad, the Japanese made a Godzilla movie just so that they could kill that motherfucker. Just like, oh, how dare you smear my lineage? And they fucking killed him. Reptilian aquatic. Robert Gurry says, does he mean amphibian? You know, that's giving him way too much credit. Because I'm fairly certain this motherfucker wouldn't know, like, what an amphibian was. Vadim said that GE, you were doing more movie stuff today than Apologetics. Hey, what can I say? I mean, it's fucking Satan and shit.
Reptilian and aquatic creatures. You know who fulfills that class of reptilian aquatic creature? It's Satan. Isaiah 27:1. He is Leviathan, dragon that is in the sea. So there is no doubt, especially with the verses we already look at, behemoth.
Do you have something to say, honey?
No, I just sometimes I say things to myself. What the fuck is wrong with
Nobody knows what the fuck is wrong with him.
etc. There is no doubt this is the animal kingdom that he represents. So if dinosaurs did exist at time,
I love the guy in the background. He's like, he's the diamond to his silk or whatever.
That's
I don't know which
KC's
one's
money.
which. Oh, that's KC's money. Jim, you did it.
Jim did
Thank
it.
you.
Jim
Now
gave KC some money.
I'll get $2 out of 6. That's fine. $4 will go to beer. Actually, we have to take out the money for the charity too.
Yeah.
So.
So it's it's just it's quite odd how he thinks that Reptilian Aquatic is a kingdom within Animalia.
Sounds fun.
Saying.
Oh,
So,
okay. Okay.
All right. We still got 4 minutes of this crazy shit. We need to get through it.
and Satan was king of the earth during the pre-Adamic state. That's where we can say where the dinosaur came from. Why? Because they had a king. They had a king named Satan. Satan was king during those class of creatures.
Was Satan a T-Rex? We'll never know. Maybe he was a T-Rex with 6 fucking wings. Oh, Satan is actually the Indominus Rex in Jurassic World. That's Satan, apparently.
Hey, y'all know what? Anytime is a good time for a beer.
Thank you, Jamie. You're right. Anytime is a good time for a beer.
Very interesting stuff. So if there are fossils, if it is true that those dinosaur fossils are real and there are actual dinosaurs, and then they dated a certain time period before Adam, we don't panic about that because why? Because
donating this much money only secures your seat in hell.
Dildo Baggins said, maybe if you tried using Magic the Gathering terms, Gene would make sense. So get this, right? We're on turn 3. This motherfucker pulls out a 6-winged cherub, okay? And when he throws that bitch down, the entire game just it wipes the board clear of creatures, and you gotta start back at 0. But he can resurrect a motherfucker, a Jew, from your graveyard, put it right there, and he can defeat your ass easy. Let's lay some mana on this bitch.
evolution, it supports the Bible. The Bible told you there was a creature before Adam, a dinosaur, during that time who ruled over the world. Now, Pastor, you said it relates to end times. Why are you going back to the beginning? Don't be ignorant of Satan's devices. When you know that, you know what he does at the tribulation.
Oh, what does he do at the tribulation? Does it involve a pineapple in your asshole? Is that what happens? It's like, don't underestimate Satan. He's got that pineapple and he is not afraid to use it.
We got a new member.
Welcome, Dildo Baggins. We got a new member, honey. Dildo Baggins. Yep.
What did he do before Adam when he had his kingdom on earth? Well, he's the dinosaur himself, and he was ruling over the earth. He's going to repeat that again. That dinosaur will come down on the earth again in the tribulation.
Okay, this is bullshit. This entire video is fucking bullshit right here. You know how I know it's bullshit? Because you started at the very beginning of this motherfucker, and you said, don't go around telling people that I'm telling you a dinosaur is going to be walking around in the end times. And then, not 7.5 minutes later, motherfucker, you're telling me that exact fucking thing. You're telling me that a dinosaur is going to be walking around in the end times snatching people up, fucking eating them and shit. He's probably going to be juggling pineapples, waiting to shove them up your ass. And, I mean, he's probably going to have 6 wings, too. We all know that motherfucker wants 6 wings. Who wouldn't want fucking 6 wings flying their asses all over the place? And it's like, it would be like God played the satanic dinosaur card, and it's just like, I'm going to fuck them all up. And it deals like negative 10 damage, or it deals 10 damage to like all of the creatures on the fucking board. Motherfucker. He's definitely in the red mana like group right there.
Dinosaurs once ruled our planet. Yeah, right here, buddy. Right here. And he's gonna come down again. So
Crispy Cheese says, finally get to catch a live stream. Wanted to show you and Casey some love. This is one hell of a live stream to catch there, Crispy Cheese. Yes, Crispy Cheese is pretty tasty.
Satan the dinosaur can find his place anymore in heaven. He can't be there anymore.
Well, he can't be there no more, guys. He fucking pissed off the landlord up there, and he got kicked the fuck out. So Revelation 12:8-9 says, and prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Okay, he's going back to that. He's just repeating it.
That's KC's money.
Fucking KC's money. Syrian says, just because would not allow me to say bad words.
Where's he going? He's going down to earth. Look at verse 9. Look at that. He's cast down into the earth. But notice who follows him. His angels were cast out with him. So
his homeboys. Just imagine, okay? Close your eyes. Story time. Satan is up in heaven. He's an angel. He's got his 6 wings going. Caw-caw! Holy caw! And he's like, hey, God. Go fuck yourself, okay? I'm gonna sit on your throne. I'm gonna be better than you. And then God is just like, what the fuck is this? Boop. And then all of Satan's demons come after him like, oh shit, boss got his ass kicked. We best fly down. There goes the lion, the calf, the 6-winged flying eagle, because why wouldn't an eagle fly? And then the faceless Krang with 6 wings. Ah! Come back, boss! This is the Bible. Do I?
Hey, y'all know what? Anytime is a good time for a beer.
Damn, Dildo Baggins says Satan used blue mana and boom, cast out that bitch. He sure did. He did an unsummon card and kicked his ass back down into the other opponent's hands. They'll figure it out. Or maybe he used stern dismissal. I got ravaged by that one today.
will follow down with him. So we're going to see fallen angels, demons, etc., etc. But here's something interesting. Demonic creatures that people talk about nowadays, these demonic aliens they see nowadays, sometimes they call them what? Reptilians?
Yeah, they do.
Ooh.
Anunnaki.
Look at this.
Ooh. Look at this. Fucking reptilians. Just so that you guys have a good idea in mind what he's fucking talking about here. Conspiracy theorists or UFO abductees, they have different groups of aliens that apparently kidnap people and plunder their booty. Okay? And so one of the groups is the Greys. You know, those are the gray aliens that you always hear about. But then there's this other group called the reptiles. The reptilians. That's this motherfucker right here. This is the demonic alien that he thinks is legitimately in existence. You're a doctor? Just goes to show you ain't got to be smart to get one of them doctorates that he's got.
Look at this. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, I just had a golden nugget, but we're not going to turn there. Didn't you know that?
He just had a golden nugget, guys. It's a golden nugget of an idea. Well, I don't know. You know, it's probably a golden nugget from like eating one of those like really expensive gold flaked like meals or something. You know, I don't know if you've seen them. Like people will get like boneless or wings. Yeah, so there's these traditional wings that where the sauce has gold flakes in it and it looks gold. You can eat it. If he has a gold nugget, it's because he ate some of that shit and then he pooped it out. Jane Pusucker says, where does the idea Satan fell from heaven to earth? Is it an Eastern Orthodox belief? I don't know about that, but he just read off the Revelation part where it says that God cast him out and cast him down to earth. That was like Revelation 4:7-9, 12:7-9. 12. He just had it up on the screen. I think it's that one.
Revelation, I think it's chapter 16. That dinosaur is going to give birth to his own little...
Ron Montgomery says Faceless Krang should be a band name.
devils. Look at that. The Bible says that the beast, of false prophet, Satan, they spit out demons out of their mouth. Mm-hmm. Look at this, man.
They be spitting fire and demons out of their mouth. Can you imagine that? Just Satan is this six-winged T-Rex like giant fucking thing. He's going around. He's like, ah, and then he hawks up like demons, like as if he was like a cat hawking up one of them hairballs, because apparently he's been eating demons for this entire time, and he's just hawking up demons, and then fucking demon there. Again, just he can't ever get a word out.
I just have to say, you know, Dr. Gene Kim says some wild ass shit, but like, I'd want to be friends with him. He seems like a pretty cool guy.
I mean, whatever drugs he's on to come up with this shit, maybe we want to be on him too.
I mean, he seems kind of personable and stuff. And I just think it would be funny, like, to sit, like, actually have conversations with him about this wild ass shit that he believes. I think that'd be fun.
You believe what?
What did you
fuck.
say? Really?
Damn, dude.
And look at this. See, being a Bible believer is so eye-opening and golden nugget. Look, if you don't want to be a Bible believer, that's fine, all right? I'm not bashing everybody who believes every deep doctrine. Look, if you choose not to believe it, that's fine with you. But the thing is this, is that why am
that's a little subversive there. It's like, hey, if you don't want to believe this crazy shit about the six-winged T-Rex, Satan demonic throwing up, you know, creature that's going to be coming at the end times. Also, don't say that I said that a dinosaur is going to be walking around in the end times, but there's totally going to be a dinosaur walking around in the end times. You know, you don't have to believe all that, and that's fine with you. But, you know, fuck you.
much is that if you're a Bible believer who goes into deep doctrine, you're going to see so much golden nuggets in the Bible. I mean, that's amazing. That book is amazing, folks. The book is not boring. It's amazing.
It is definitely boring. I have to spice up the Bible in order to make it palpable during our Bible studies. It is not interesting whatsoever. This is like a fever dream. This quote unquote deep doctrine is a fucking fever dream to like careen down. It's a rabbit hole that I never knew existed, but I want so much more of it.
Make it amazing if you study it all the way deep, all the way deep. Go all the way. But
all the way deep. Go all the way deep into the Bible. Into the Bible. Nope, he definitely doesn't just want the tip. He wants it all the way in.
Here's another one. People will worship the dinosaur. The dinosaur will be their god. The dinosaur will rule over the world again. So notice right here, the whole world will worship the dragon.
So you started off telling me, don't say that there's going to be a dinosaur walking around. Did you mean that in the sense that, now, don't just say that a dinosaur is going to be walking around in the end times. Say that a dinosaur is going to be walking around with 6 wings, spitting out demons everywhere, rapping fire everywhere, and then also we're all going to worship this fucking big T-Rex with the 6 wings. Okay? That's what you really need to tell people, okay? Don't give them this shit about just a T-Rex walking around. He's going to have a pimp hat, and he's going to be like, I'm going to create my own hell. And it's going to have, demons and fucking 6-winged motherfuckers and shit. Ah!
large reptilian creature, the whole world is going to worship him, according to Revelation chapter 13. The whole world. They're going to worship this dinosaur. He will be on the earth present. But you know what's interesting? Is that didn't Satan repeat the reptilian elements back at the Garden of Eden? What did he do? He used, the Bible described about serpent. Serpent. So there are reptilian elements connected to that. And what's interesting is that Genesis 3, as the reptilian element was connected to Satan, what was he giving? New world order, new age doctrine. Ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
Oh my God. Satan is the Illuminati. The New World Order. That's what Satan is. Holy shit, the Illuminati shit makes so much more sense now. Gurmania says, I fucking love your shirt, bro. Thank you so much. You can actually go to a link in the description right now. It's just citationfuckingneeded.com, and you can get your own Citation Fucking Needed shirt.
Repeating, know your enemy. Know your enemy. Amen. Then you're going to know all this kind of stuff. Amen. See, know your enemy. If Satan ruled the world before Adam with dinosaurs, what do you think he's going to do again when he rules the world again?
He's going to go deep. That's what he's going to do. He's going to go really deep, just all the way in, elbow fucking deep, up your asshole. That's what he's going to do when he gets back here. He's going to, he's a T-Rex, so he's got those tiny fucking arms. So, elbow deep's really not that big of a deal. But you know what I'm saying. Just fucking elbow deep, motherfucker.
Go online and make a blog that Pastor Kim is teaching Tyrannosaurus Rex will walk around the world during the tribulation. I did not say that.
What, okay, true. You didn't say T-Rex. I embellished a little bit there. T-Rex is generally thought of as the king of the dinosaurs, maybe, I think. I don't know. That's obviously not like a scientific label or anything, but you literally said a dinosaur is going to be walking around in the end times. Don't go out there telling people exactly what I said during this crazy fever dream of a session here, okay? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to kick your ass if you tell people that I said a dinosaur is going to be walking around. Let's get this fucking shit straight, okay? Satan is pissed off at God. He gets kicked out. He's a dinosaur. He's got his mutated fucking cherub, goddamn demonic angel shit following him down to the earth. He's walking around down there. He for some reason, he disappears for a few millennia. But he's going to come back, and the dinosaur, the giant fucking dinosaur with 6 wings, is going to be walking around in the end times. So don't you dare fucking say a T-Rex is. That's way too specific of a prediction. Just a big fucking dinosaur that definitely eats everybody's asshole. It just eats everybody. Not the, sorry. That was my golden nugget idea right there. This is so fucking crazy. Let's let's get back to the main camera. That's it for the video tonight. We do have Skeptic Mafia that is going to be enlightening us as to their thoughts on this crazy fever dream of a Bible study session. So if you want to stick around for that, please do. The Skeptic Mafia is the memberships here on the channel. If you want to become a Skeptic Mafia member, please do. It'll really help us out, giving to charity and all that other kind of stuff. You get a free podcast. Well, free. With your membership comes a podcast that posts on Tuesdays, and then you get to pick the video. So if you want to thank anybody for the video tonight, thank the Skeptic Mafia. They are the ones that picked the shit out, so it's their fault. I put it up there and they're like fucking dinosaurs and shit. I believe Cadence was like dino-roars, demonic dino-roars, dino-roars. So, but anyways, it's a really great time in the Skeptic Mafia. So if you can join, please do join. If not, that's cool too. If you're going to be headed out right now because we're at the end of the stream, then
listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell.
Hail. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. We're going to be, going right back at it next week. Oh, Chris Butcher subscribed apparently. That's actually the first time somebody subscribed during the live show. But in any case, I hope that you guys have a lovely weekend and everything like that. We're going to start fresh next week, refuting some bullshit by a Catholic. So I hope that you guys will join me then. And don't forget to stand up and use your voice. Bye, heathens. But don't go, because we got the Skeptic Mafia. We also have Lisa for Truth that says, that hurt my brain. It hurt everybody's brain, I do believe. Thank you for the super chat all the same there, Lisa. Let's see, let me get zoomed in over here because I got grandpa eyes. What? Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's probably a comment underneath my comment. Probably view reply. Yeah. All right, let's get to the Skeptic Mafia. What? Oh. Oh, shit. So Jane, we did have a problem with your comment, but we did get it sorted out. Shit. Second. I'm just gonna reset this transform. There we go. That worked. Okay. So, starting off, we got 19 or... Yeah, we get... Yeah, the video's over. All right, so we do have a pretty good amount of comments to get through. So Jonathan, though, just has a bunch of fail whales and then a bunch of emojis. Thank you there, Jonathan. Appreciate you being so succinct. Daniel M says the theory he is bringing up with before Adam comes from the second verse in Genesis where it says the earth is void or whatever the fuck. That is supposed to mean that there was a judgment / punishment from the supposed creation of the earth to the time that God farted on Adam. It allows for the earth being much older than what the young earth creationists believe. I bring that up because it is how other Christians can accept evolution, yet this guy believes that the theory and believes that theory and still denies evolution. I found it interesting when he brings up the finding a bone, then coming up with what the creature looks like. I know he was strawmanning and being sarcastic, proving the predictive power of evolution and what we can observe in our reality. It must have sucked being Satan back in the dinosaur time, with T-Rex sucking that Satan dick. Lucifer got the shit end of the stick on that deal. Oh well, join the Skeptic Mafia and be cool. I agree. Join the Skeptic Mafia. Thank you so much, Daniel. Zach Clark says, don't have time to watch the video beforehand this time because of work. But I'm guessing his argument isn't very good. Last I knew, we didn't have any good evidence that Satan and demons exist at all, so how dinosaurs could possibly be satanic is beyond me. Is beyond all of us. Vanta Blue says, any large reptilian is a dinosaur, apparently. Looks at Komodo dragons. Apparently, dinosaurs birthed by spitting. And beware Godzilla, or it shall bring the end times. I'm glad somebody else went the Godzilla route. Then we got Jane Pusecker who says, after listening to this guy, all I can say is he needs to study natural history better. The dinosaurs were real living, breathing creatures that actually lived and breathed at one time in Earth's history and have nothing to do with Satan. While the Bible does mention a creature, it's not extremely clear what this creature is, and it's not 100% certain why it's even in the Bible to begin with. However, there is clear evidence for the existence of dinosaurs, both archaeological and paleontological evidence, and to dismiss their existence altogether is just hogwash and nonsense. Below is the links that mention of the American Museum of Natural History and some Bible verses that might employ reptilian creatures, yet not directly mention dinosaurs at the same time. Well, definitely, the Bible does not talk about dinosaurs. Like, I get that there are apologists that make it sound like dinosaurs, or they interpret them as dinosaurs, but they're not dinosaurs, okay? There's no way that they had any kind of indication about dinosaurs. Maybe, like, large bones were found, and so maybe that's where they got their idea from, just large creatures or something like that. But, I mean, you know, there have been, you know, ideas of large animals just all over history, and that doesn't mean that they knew about dinosaurs exactly. Alex Baranowski says God likes to use his sword on things. The fuck did I just watch? Did he say we can see Satan through secular sources? I can't with this dude. What I can with is the Skeptic Mafia. For a few dollars a month, you can get exclusive content and leave comments to be read live on stream. Apologies for disappearing for a few weeks. I have been busy. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate your comment there. The Rude Warrior says this guy has a very active imagination. Too bad he's using it for this. I know. I love my imagination because y'all couldn't see it in my head, but the fucking like six-winged eagle and like goat and or calf and lion, they were just fucking spectacular in my head. Michael W. Robles says this is nothing more than a recruiting video for Kim's cult to attract believers in reptile men. It was a long walk, but he proved you could cherry pick the Bible to say anything that you want. Why do you think it's so popular? Like Kim said, study it deeply, and you'll come up with the best muck. Be safe, y'all. Wear a mask and stay away from Texas. Yeah, fuck Texas. I think everybody's saying fuck Texas. Gary White says, oh, Jesus Christ. Not this moron again. Okay, dinosaurs are not demonic and satanic. And why are you saying the crap? He needs to stop teaching this crap to kids and turn in his teaching card. Well, I don't think they give out cards for teaching, but I'm not sure if there were kids. There was definitely a grown-ass adult that was like, oh yeah, amen, amen. Hell yeah, they talk about reptilians. Oh, certificates. Yes, yeah. I was thinking like an ID card that's like a teacher ID card or something. All right, Drew's book reviews. So if dinosaurs are the devil, doesn't that mean that the devil was killed 65 million years ago? And if Satan is dead, then Satan can't be responsible for any of the current evil in the world. If that is the case, then either people are responsible for what we would call evil today, or God is. Either way, don't really care for God. Considering Homo sapiens have only existed for about 200,000 years or so, dinos would have had to be pre-Adamic, even if we assume that Adam was a valid historical person. I happen to have a dragon as a pet, So I guess I am doing the world a favor, keeping Satan captive and away from the world. You know, if I had one of those little, I can't remember what they're called. I'm sure, maybe Andrew's in the chat right now. But the bearded dragons, I think is what they're called. If I had one of those, I'd name his ass Satan. That'd be my little Satan. I'm keeping him away from the pineapples. Speaking of time travel, I just wanted to say right before I go that while I'm not saying Star Trek is better than Star Wars, no one from Star Wars ever invited me onto their ship to talk about cool physics stuff and tech based on that. But recently I had the honor of spending time with none other than Captain Picard. I have a video going up early next week that includes a segment from our chat, so stay tuned for that. Hit the like button and subscribe to GE. Anyways, heathen, see you next week and keep on reading. What the fuck? You talked to Captain Picard? Holy shit. Yeah, well, us, I remember seeing it on the messenger. I just hadn't had time to look at it yet. Cadence! Cadence is Dinosaurs, by the way. Cadence, this is a whole new level of stretching. I'm guessing that's more than Goatsay level of stretching. Like, this is God level stretching. It's like if you take random religious dogma and conspiracy theories and throw them in the blender, you'll get the school of thought that shat out of this guy's doctorate. Sean J says, just a short comment this week. He says he's going to show us something very interesting. I think he misspoke. What he meant was, want to see crazy? Come on, kids. You want to buy some crazy? I got a bunch of crazy shit. Right here we got Satan as a fucking dinosaur. Not a T-Rex, though. You say T-Rex and I'll fucking kick your ass. He's just a giant dinosaur. Quentin Van Booven says, watching this on 2x speed makes him seem even crazier. This guy has a doctorate? Is it from one of those online Christian universities? Yes. He is drawing connections where there are none, and I really have nothing to say, so I guess I'll shill. Have y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button yet? No! Hit it and leave a comment. Those things make the AI overlord look favorably upon GE, and if you don't do it, well then, you may as well index at 1. Yeah, fucking index at 1 because you're useless! Sorry, I got ahead of myself there. Y'all aren't useless. But hey, if you could share this video with anybody that thinks that this would be crazy and hasn't heard of the T-Rex satanic overlord at the end times conspiracy theory, definitely share and spread the good word of fucking holy. If you can, consider joining the Skeptic Mafia. Doing so helps charities because, you know, atheists are just shitty ass people who want to sin. So we send money to charities to get kids food. Also, equally as important is the emojis you get, the weekly podcast. Oh, that strikes right at, I know. Yeah. The ability to help choose Friday's video and leave comments like this and a monthly hangout. Oh, which I've just now remembered we're doing tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, anybody that's in the Skeptic Mafia right now, tomorrow afternoon, probably about, I would say 3 p.m., we're looking at doing the Skeptic Mafia hangout. So hope you guys can make it. All right, I think I'm out of time. So remember to stand up and use your voice. Definitely. Thank you so much there, Quentin. Command Cyborg says, well, to this amateur who see an overly great ox and a Nile crocodile, while on mythologically and chimerically enhanced
Listen, donating this much money only secures your seat in hell.
As the behemoth Leviathan, there's just no T-Rexes there. What or who are the 8 men? Pre-Adamic? Bet your ass the last significant non-avian dinos were some 60 million years gone, by the time even Homo erectus. No particular sexual innuendo intended, but whatever you're thinking of, sure, they probably did that too. Wait, what now? A Satan cherub? And then your little what the fuck face there, hun? That's a bit too kinky even for you, isn't it? Now, my good dude, Mr. Pastor Doctor, I'm going to guess it's a doctorate in woo, right? Theological woo at that. These nice men in the white coats carrying a straitjacket are here for your own best. Hang on, reptilians? I foresaw them, but I thought it was way too out there even for you, Mr. Dr. Pastor. For this level of stupid, a drink just isn't enough. I think we need the whole bottle to recover from it. Erase, rewind, disengage face palm protection. Smash all the buttons, ring them bells, thumbs, thumb the ops. Join us. Let's play the whale penis game together. And make GE say stuff like Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda is the best of things. And it's not just fun, it's for a good cause too. I couldn't be bothered to remember, but GE is going to tell you all about it. Transmission terminated. Thank you there, Command Cyborg. I think what he's referencing there is our charity work we're going to be giving to charities. This month, we're going to be working with IAA, the International Association of Atheists. Along with Humanistas Guatemala, we're going to be buying some STEM kits for the Guatemalan children, the children in the Guatemalan highlands. So hopefully they're going to get some good education from this, that they're going to be exposed to some really great information, and we're going to be helping out with that this month. So if you want to help kids, learn more about STEM stuff, STEAM stuff, because it's also including the arts. But if you want to help kids learn about that, consider becoming a Skeptic Mafia member or sending a super chat. Those all help. So let's go on to Jonathan Nickel, who says, how can this man-child call himself a doctor? I seriously doubt he even graduated from kindergarten. His level of understanding is that deficient. Dinosaurs are demonic and satanic? At first I thought he was talking about Pat Robertson, but the more he spoke, the more it became clear that his level of comprehension does not reach that far. Well, for one thing, Pat Robertson died in 1865, okay? He's been running on nuclear energy since that time. He's in fact the first nuclear-powered android that has ever lived, I guess. Existed, whatever. Just keep that in mind. He died in the Civil War. I laughed when he asserted that creationists don't know the Bible. That is true. But look who's talking. Gene Kim makes creationists sound enlightened for some reason, talking about the pot calling the kettle grimy arse. Behemoth was an elephant, and Leviathan was describing a Nile crocodile. Yeah, I think those are perfect things to describe right there. That would match Behemoth and Leviathan. Large creatures, to be sure, but not dinosaurs. Also, why is it that Satan seems even more omnipresent than their God? He was an invention of earlier cultures adapted by Christianity. Whether a God exists or not, I can say with a high degree of certainty that sucker ain't real. Anyway, it is a long video, so I'll end there. In the UK, we celebrate Mother's Day in March, this Sunday to be precise, so I'll be with my parents over the weekend. I'll catch the video tomorrow morning as usual. Well, thank you so much, Jonathan, for leaving a comment. I appreciate you, man. Michelle F. says, oh, for fuck's sake, of course it's Dr. Kim. He's one of the diploma mill doctorates, isn't he? Yes. Or is he the dude that just calls himself doctor? Either way, he's full of shit. They're all full of shit, and I'm feeling crabby right now. You know what's put me in a better mood? Subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and punching that like button. Then pretend that notification bell is Gene Kim's face and just smash it. Love you all. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Trickster! Dinos are demons? Who are gonna bring about the end times? Gotta admit, this is something new. Be careful what you wish for. Although new doesn't always mean good, I did only ask for news, so a point for you there, GE. So why would a book I'm willing to bet he uses the KJV as a source? Yes, his brand, he hates the independent fundamentalist Baptists, but he is independent fundamentalist Baptist. They all use the King James Version because obviously King James knew what the fuck he was talking about. Written in a time when dragon slaying was something people believed in. Why wouldn't the Bible mention Jesus slaying dragons? How cool would that be? Right? Can you imagine? It's like Matthew 69:420. Fucking Jesus takes out his mighty sword and he slashes at the dragon. And the dragon goes, "Oh shit, that fucking hurt, motherfucker." That's definitely a Matthew, by the way. Written in the he asks when people believe the dinosaurs went extinct. Short answer is millions of years ago, except for the ones that didn't go extinct. They became birds and chickens. He really spends a lot of time dissing Satan, who is greatly underrepresented in the Bible. We don't know anything about who Satan is or what his motivations might be. All we know is Satan is bad. That's right, Trickster. Like, subscribe, and share this, and if you're feeling really friendly, then come join us in the Skeptic Mafia, just like Dildo Baggins did. For just a few dollars, some of which GE is going to give away to charity. Dang atheists, always thinking of themselves. Fucking pieces of shit. Trickster didn't say that, I did. For these few bucks, you get a badge by your name and let everyone know that you are part of something special. You also get a podcast on Tuesdays, see the Friday video early, and drop your thoughts on what is being presented. You also get the best emojis around. Where else can you get a 15-foot whale penis emoji? That's a good point there, Trickster. I appreciate it. Dr. My arse is what Urban Imposter says. Torbjorn Lindberg says, why do I do this to myself? To make his argument work, he has to contort himself so hard that he gets his foot into his mouth while at the same time managing to stick his head up his anyway. So according to his perfect reasoning, Leviathan is Satan, and therefore for some reason Behemoth is Satan, because for some reason Leviathan is the same as Behemoth, because both passages mention a sword. Yeah, pretty much. Although he ignores that by his own quotation, that would mean that Satan was created with humans and eats grass, but whatever. Yeah, fucking vegan. The vegans are gonna hate me and my channel. They already do, so it's okay. Then we learn that if you are a Bible believer, then you are not a creationist, because they believe in the Bible but don't understand it because they do not believe in the non-biblical creation gap that a Bible believer believes in, because they take the Bible literally, unlike the creationists who take it literally. You know, you drew a perfect circle of their reasoning there, Torbjorn. I'm not even halfway, and my brain hurts. Hell, my soul hurts. I'm not even sure I have one. Thank you so much there, Torbjorn. You're awesome. All you Skeptic Mafia people are awesome. The Gym Taker said Dr. Kim got his degree from Pensacola Bible Institute in Florida. Yeah, he did. Which, I mean, it's not saying a lot, because I mean, I don't really think that you have to do all that much in order to get a doctorate. I mean, it's literally just like paying money, attending classes, and then getting your degree. I don't really think there's a lot of skill in it, which makes me kind of wonder, I wonder if I can get a doctorate of theology. I bet you I could. If I had about $50,000 to spend, just throw away, I might actually do it. But, you know, that money's hard to come by and shit. I could probably crowdfund it. Let this atheist become a doctorate in theology, and that way I can shut those fuckers up. Anyways, dinner is here. It's rather late. I missed it by about 30 minutes, but dinner is here, so I need to go. Normally I stick around to answer any kind of questions or anything like that, but you know, I don't really have that kind of time right now. I really appreciate everybody joining me tonight. I appreciate all of the super chats. It's going to be an awesome month where we can get those STEM kits. I think one STEM kit is about $52. Is that right? $50? So every 50 tonight. Let's see. Cadence says, "Here's my tuition for my doctorate in wait, no, I meant here's money for the charity." So tonight it looks like we can get 2 STEM kits just based on the super chats that we got tonight, but also like a good portion of like all the memberships they go. Dildo Baggins says towards Dr. GE. Oh shit.
Cadence made it rain on Bro Cephas. Thank you both. Dildo Baggins and Cadence. You guys are awesome. But anyways, I gotta go. Y'all have a lovely night, and we'll see you heathens tomorrow. Well, I'll see you mafiosos tomorrow. I'll see you heathens on Monday when this Catholic guy is going to be telling us what is the worst atheist argument. So I'll see you guys then. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice. Bye, heathens.
That was my line.
Oh, sorry. Why don't you say it?
Don't forget to stand up and use your voice.
Bye, heathens.
Bye, y'all.